What up, YouTube? Just a quick notion, real quick. My boy wanted to see what a Prismatic card looked like, so I'm just here to demonstrate what that Prismatic card looked like. I'm in here working in Kaiba's deck, and right here I got Cyber Raider, my first Prismatic card, and that's what a Prismatic card looks like. It just looks like a bunch of squares, and, flashing and whatnot. You know, nothing too fancy about this card, other than that you can attach this to when a card is summoned, activate one of these. When this card is summoned, activate one of these, equip it to a monster on the field and destroy that target. You can equip it to one of your opponent's monsters and destroy it. Or you can equip it to one of your monsters on the field and it becomes an equipment card. It's an alright card, considering 4-star, 1400 attack, not too much on defense, might need a equip card just to equip this card, you know what I'm saying? But mainly what you want to use this card for is to equip it to one of your opponent's monsters and go ahead and destroy it. So that's pretty much what this card is useful for. And then you got your glossy cards and whatnot, original glossy, but one of my favorite cards in this deck is those Wonder Balloons, dog. That's a good card, but for right now, I don't use it too much other than on the online Duel. I definitely don't use it when I'm playing the computer because there's some technical difficulties going on in the game where if you lower the attack of your opponent or use Karate Man, that the game will crash. So especially when you're using auto duel. So if I do use my deck as is, I don't use auto duel. I just do it myself, man. Because the auto duel will crash. I done had that happen to me a couple times already. They fixing the problem, but slow working on it because they just dropped a few decks. Actually, they didn't drop a few decks. They dropped the Valkyrie deck. Let's take a look at that real quick. Go in the store here real quick. And here it is, the Valkyrie deck right there. Valkyrie Rage. Brand new deck. It's the third main deck. And over here we got some good monsters up in here too. So I got one of those. I guess this is a good card. I really ain't used them yet, so I think I got this one on my other gameplay. Let me see. Yep, it's on my other gameplay. I got one of these though. I got the Dune's Dark Witch. They do names Dark Witch. 1800 attack, 4-star. Yeah, great card if you can keep her on the field, because she is a fairy, and going against Yugi in the Yumi field, that's gonna be 1600 right there. Take and that's like 200 taken off top. Other than that, put a fairy bow on her, and boom, she got like over 2,000 attack. So it's a good card to have. Then of course I got my Cyber Raider. I got the Prismatic card. It don't show up on here when you inside the store. And then I got Zeta the Mant. Whatever. It's a alright card. 2800 attack, 2300 defense. It's one of the better ritual cards. It don't have no special effects or nothing. It's a fiend, so that's good that for Yu-Gi-Oh to have, summon up and whatnot. It's an 8-star, so gonna have to use 2 monsters. Where is this card? This card right here, good card to have because if it battles a light monster, it gains 1,000 attack during damage step. So that's 3,100 already, especially if you're going against Blue Eyes White Dragon. This card will take out Blue Eyes White Dragon no problem with that extra 100. And then we got Teva. It's a 5-star, successfully tribute summon. The opponent cannot declare attacking during his or her next turn. So that's an alright card. It puts a pause on people real quick before they get the attack. Oh, this card right here. Oh, love this card, man. I use this card the most now. The Mayfit, or whatever. The Internal General. Now what this card does, it attacks, right? And if it defeats your, whether or not it defeats your opponent, as soon as it attacks, boom, it makes you discard 1 card randomly out of your hand. Boom, no problem. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent's life points, discard. Boom. And if the monster is in defense position, it peers right through that defense, man. I like this card, dog. Not only you get to destroy their monster, especially if they sitting in defense, you can pierce right through them, collect the difference, like say like if they got 16 defense and you got 18 under attack, you decrease their life points by 200. Great card. Plus, they got discard 1 card from their hand randomly. Oh, man. I use this card the most. I don't want plenty of battles with that card. And then you got a Luminous Soldier, just like old girl before, but except it's like battling against dark monsters. So this card increases by 500. So is it good against? I'm gonna say this card is good against the either Black Magician or Dark Magician Girl. Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl. I haven't seen Dark Chaos or whatever that card is called. I ain't seen one of those yet, so I'm determined to see and find out what that card is all about. And then I got some spirit monsters, which if you normal summon or flip summon these cards, they go right back up into your hand after battle stage. Alright card, they alright, especially this one. This one copies the attack of cards that you discard from your hand. Say like if you got what kind of spirit? Discard another spirit card. Say like if you got this card in your hand, then they'll copy the attack and defense over to this card. So be careful what you discard. Be careful what you discard, because you can either hurt yourself or gain some momentum. During standby phase, if you control this face-up card and has no other cards in your hand, at the end of your opponent's last turn, draw a card. So pretty much this card right here is kind of useless because it ain't got no attack whatsoever. 1,700 defense, so it's a great defense monster, but not against the Yugi field. That's gonna lose 15. That's gonna lose about 200 on the defense. So it's a high card, but I don't use it too much. And then you got the Mad Scorcher. I got the Mad Scorcher. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent's life points, they got I draw 1 card from my deck. So This is kind of like Scalico's effect. So, you know, I don't pretty much use those type of cards. Now, when we come to mimic, this card is almost like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you just use it just to summon the Dark Mimic 3, which is right here. You know, and this one only got 1,000 attack, 1,000, but it's pretty much a draw card, you know. And I don't use cards to draw cards. I don't need to draw any cards out of my deck because I try to set myself up for the powerful cards that I already got. Now this card right here, I got one of these. Just a regular normal summon ritual monster. You know, nothing special about him other than the 2550 attack, 2150 defense. You know, good card to have if you can summon this bad boy. It's a number 7. Got 7 you know, 7-star card. This one is a hard card. You gotta have 3 monsters to tribute. And then if you do, destroy all traps and spells on your opponent's side of the field. Good card if, especially if you got fighting against somebody that got like continuous traps going on and whatnot, and you done ran out of, you know, you don't want to use, you know, if you like me, you got monsters that'll get rid of traps and spells. You know, I try to use monsters that get rid of traps and spells because waiting on a trap, you know, waiting on that D spell and you know, remove trap and quick blah blah blah. You know, waiting on them cards to come into your hand sometimes just take forever. So, you know, yeah, I try to rotate some ninjas up in my deck. So I don't have to worry about waiting on a spell, you know. And then I got the Falchion B, whatever. This card is good. You know, you gotta have a combination of cards with this card because this one will bring back. This one will send machine type monsters with less than 1,200 attack from your deck to the grave. And then you can take it, and then you can attack once more. And once you do, you can target a light monster. If you successfully attack your opponent, you can target one light monster in your grave with 1,200 less attack and special summon it to the field. Good card. It's alright card. You're gonna have to have some equipment to back that up because what you mainly want to use this card for is Gladius. And you know. Gladius right here, just a normal card, got 1,200 attack, 800 defense, but with the option, Gladius option, you know, you can raise his attack and defense up, you know, a little bit, especially if you got 2, you know, you can raise them up to like 1,700. 1, you can raise them up to 1,500. And, you know, good card to have. I'm pretty sure there's some cards it's some cards in here that I ain't got that even further make that go up. This is a field card right here, Chaos Zone. So each time a monster is banished, place a counter on it, and boom. Every time you know, you can add a light or a dark monster from your deck to your hand whose level is equal or less than the number of counters you got on there. So, yeah, it's an alright card. You gotta know how to work them. You gotta know how to work that. Now this card right here, it don't make no sense to me to pay 2,000 life points just to take 1,000 damage to your opponent. I don't like that card. You know, why should I pay 2,000 just to get rid of 1,000 damage? That, you know, especially when you only got 4,000 to work with. So, you know, that's one of them pure desperation cards, if you want to call it that. this spirit monster right here, you know, same thing. But when it does inflict battle damage to your opponent's life points, it makes your opponent skip their battle phase. So they can set up all they want to, but they can't battle. Good card to have. Put that out there and boom, hit them one time. Put the card back in your hand, and then they can't battle. So it's on to the next. And let me see, what's this? Yoruba Yasere. Equip it to a spirit monster when it destroys an opponent and sends it to the grave. Gain life points equal to the attack. Or the original, you know, equal to the original attack of the monster. So as soon as you send one of your opponent's monster to the grave, you gain life points equal to the attack of that monster you destroyed. And then you got the Cyclone Laser, which only attached to Gladius, which give him 300 points. It increases his attack by 300 points, and if it attacks a monster with a higher defense than his attack, if the attack is higher than the defense position of the monster, you know, defense position monster, you know, pierce right through them, you know. And let me see, what's this? Limit pose, send 2 cards from your hand to the grave and special summon tokens. So, as if you, that's almost like multiplication, insect multiplication, pretty much. That's what it really is. And, you know, it's alright card, it's alright. Now this card right here, each time a monster is sent from the field to the grave, inflict 500 damage points per card to the respective owner's hand. Now if you send your opponent's monsters to the grave, you know, you can inflict up to like 1,500 damage per round, you know, say like one round you can inflict 1,500 damage and then come back at them, keep on coming back at them, destroying his monsters for 500 per monster. Boom, he'll be finished in like 3 turns, you know. Remove card from play from your opponent's grave. So if your opponent if you know your opponent gonna be working with one of them big monsters, you know what I'm saying, and you're afraid that you're gonna revive them, then use that card. This card right here, each time a spirit mind returns to your hand, which you want to use this whenever you messing with a spirit monster. Select one monster from your opponent's side of the field and return it to its owner's hands. Pay 500 life points each time. The phase is almost like a mirror wall, except it sends instead of destroying monsters, it just sends it right back to the owner's hand. Alright card if you send it back level 5 or higher cards, you know, because it takes another card to tribute summon, so that's a good card if you want to send back some high attack monsters. Player cannot attack face down monsters during this turn. Good card to have if you got face down monsters, you know, especially flip monsters, and you don't really want them to get taken out. Or say like you got one of them two monster tribute cards, you know, like the Costin, you know. So you want to add that card. And destroy all equips on the field. You know, if you ain't working with no equipment, it's a good card to have, you know, because you can destroy your opponents, all your opponents, every single equip card on the field. You know, I'm not gonna go through all these cards, but you know, the Valkyrie deck is alright. It's mostly chain effects though. You know, look at this one, like activate as chain link 4 or higher, you know. So you gotta wait till you get, if you got, you know, You gotta wait for a chain link or 4 iron, so that's why that's a normal card. Because I don't see, I can't see myself chain linking no further than two or three cards. You know, I haven't seen a 4 or 5 chain link yet. And yeah, so and this card activate if your opponent is all full, destroy all this traps and traps. So that's just a straight flush out. It's an alright card, but most of your opponents ain't gonna fill up their trap zone, so you know that might not be useful. Other than that, man, you know that's the Valkyrie deck. You know they got a lot more cards. I ain't gonna display them all here. You know, if you want to see more, then go in your own damn game. You know, because I'm building my own deck. You know, trying to at least. And yeah, that's it, man. I'm gonna keep this video nice and short, and thank you for tuning in. I hope you tune in when I get some gameplay going on. All right, then, peace out.